Yo, what's up, guys? We're here with Norman, and this is a quick report from two events that he went to over the past week or two. First, we're beginning with a regional somewhere. Where was it exactly?
It was in Lenexa, which is like a suburb of Kansas City.
Okay, cool. And there was like a couple hundred people there, right?
Yeah, it's like I think like reports differ, but I think I heard it was something like 374. But I saw some people reporting different numbers, so I'm not that sure. So, but I think I'm pretty sure it was over 300 players there.
Yeah, okay. So it was pretty big regional, and yeah, you just moved to America recently and took your first regional just casually on the weekend there, so that's pretty cool. Um, but yeah, this is your list here. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, basically when I moved to the US, I had to buy all the cards because usually I just borrow my cards from friends when I go to events in Europe. So I don't know anybody in the US so far, and that's why I said to myself, okay, let's buy some stuff. And then I think like the Pendulum stuff was pretty cheap because of the reprints and the mega tins. So I bought Pendulum and despite the Pot of Desires, that those were a bit more expensive, but I got them pretty cheap as well. And before the prices went up, after they were played heavily and everything in Vice's Rimini. Um, so yeah, I was pretty prepared with my pendulum list, and I just got a new list from Joshua after the band list, and I tested it out. The Friday night before the event, I had a Skype call with Josh, and we discussed some changes with the list and what things to test because I was initially just preparing for the RG event, and that's why some choices in the deck might be a bit strange, but we wanted to test the ratios and if some stuff is really needed. So yeah, I played Pendulum, containing all the good stuff like Odd Eyes, Performer Pulse, Magic Spectre, and Magicians. So uh, every single engine of this is crippled by the band list, but somehow they all work together still because the pendulum mechanic itself is so strong. So I played free Odd Eyes Dragon to search the stuff and to get the damage on board. I think like right now you should be familiar with how the strategy of the deck works. That you basically kill through the True Face of Terror Unicorn and the Odd Eyes plays, or you just control your opponent. What we added to the deck after Kieran got hit is the Fox QB. I don't know if I pronounced it correctly, but it's like basically it's like an additional low scale you can search with Bumbuku, or you can even search Tornado in the deck, which gives you a good opening play to especially counter any plays that Blue Eyes is going to make, so that you are going to survive, and so then you can kill your opponent the next turn. Yeah, despite that, the only thing to mention would be that we played, or like that we decided that I should play 41 cards because of Pot of Desires and Upstart. Even though Upstart was in the build, Upstart is still a good card to get counters for Abductor, and if you hit it with a Pot of Desires, it's one card less to care about that it got hit. So overall, like the main deck itself was pretty standard. And the second, like two more things to mention would be like only playing two Sky Iris. So Josh mentioned that he was breaking a lot of games due to opening multiples of Terraforming or either or Sky Iris. So we cut down one copy of Sky Iris, and we also played two Radish Horse because it's basically a good way to out anti-spell fragrance and to kill your opponent and to have another searchable target that you want to search with Sorcerer. So in the side deck, what was pretty strange, or what might seem a bit odd, is that we played like the full kaiju engine, like 2 Radian and 2 Comongos, I don't know this guy, the string kaiju, and 2 Slumber, just to test how good each of this card is in the Blue Eyes matchup, because we were expecting some Blue Eyes to be there, and in the end I ended up playing against 4. So it was a good pick to play more kaijus. The Slumber is not needed, and the rest of the side deck is basically against any deck that wants to stop your plays with anti-spell fragrance. And yeah, so, and the extra deck, one change to mention is the Diamond Direwolf to out strikes or anti-spell fragments with the Radish Horse, especially strikes before panel summoning. So that won me the finals, the final round of the regionals. And Roach, Steel Swarm Roach is needed to summon something against metal foes. It stops their panel summons, and also stops Gofu, and it stops most of the Blue Eyes plays. So overall, it's a good way to summon a rank 4 guy. So right now, like the Pendulum engine is focusing again more on rank 4s, because most of the rank 4s that are being played do something against all decks now. So Drella is pretty good, Roach is a pretty good opener, and therefore playing more focus on a rank 4 build might be a good option. So that's the list I played in Lenexa. Changes we made for the RG event was adding a pendulum call and adding dragon pulse instead of the second oath dragon.
So you played 42 total then?
And I played a third Iris, because we believed it to be justifiable to play more cards to make sure that you have an Iris, and that the chances get pretty low to hit one or hit multiples in your opening hand. But playing the event, I ended up X3, and this was like, I noticed that the deck was missing a way to get high scales consistently, and the top deck potential was lower because I was running more cards. So in the end, I ended up losing three matches, and yeah. So I then
What were your losses to?
I lost to I lost to a Magic Spectralist. I don't know. Like, he went first, I lost. I went first. He lost. He went first. I lost. Pretty cool
Tempest
games.
and stuff, I guess.
Yeah, and two BAs. So spell fragrance is a thing, especially if your opponent main decks them. That was great.
Yeah.
So in the end, I dropped from the main event and checked, okay, what were things that I didn't like about the deck to change it for the side event the next day, and I then selected a few cards. I checked all the engines for their high and low scales, because I noticed that I was missing high scales. So what I did was cutting the third Iris again, because I wanted to play 40 cards. I cut one Odd Eyes Dragon, because usually you only need 2. I always sided out 1, and the engine itself still works, so it's not a must-have card.
What was the third card you cut to make 40?
I changed a few more stuff. So I dropped the second Radish Horse, because it's in theory it's good, but if you play against back row, it doesn't help you to advance your plays. So It's just a nice add-on to allow to kill your opponent or to have it in a deck for the rare circumstances that you need it. And because it's like one of the best performer puzzles right now, I dropped it to one in a deck, but still, like, I did not regret only playing one Radish Horse. It was also a card that I often cited out when I played two. So I also, what else did I change? Let me see. I cut the eccentric, but this is because I added more magicians to the engine. And
What magicians did you add? A second off?
let me shortly check my deck list and the deck list I sent you. So I cut one Oath Dragon and I cut one eccentric to add two Dragon Pulls. So in the end, the whole Magician engine I played was were 3 Dragon Pits, 2 Dragon Pulls, 1 Oath Dragon, and 1 Wisdom Eyes.
3 pet, 2 pulse, 1 wisdom, 1 off. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. It still has me at 41 though.
So let me check.
And
I cut the MSTs from the main deck.
oh, okay. For
I added a card I believe to be very good. But I found out later, like in the last round, of Swiss, didn't work the way I wanted it to be. I added a painful decision.
just one.
Just one.
Yeah.
Because like I just thought, okay, I need a card that adds me either low or high scale. So I thought, okay, yeah, there was this painful decision that was played somehow like 8 months ago. So I was like, oh, yeah, maybe that's a good card. I added it, but I didn't read that you can only add level 4 lower normal monsters. So I was like, the whole tournament, I just used it to grab Dragon Pulls. And in the last round of Swiss, I wanted to grab a Dragon Pit. And my opponent were like, no, you can't do that. And I was like, why? Yeah, you can only add level 4 lowers. And I was like, okay, my dreams, that crushed my dreams. Like, I was like, I believed I found a way to fix finally the higher low scale problem, but so in the end I ended up with nothing.
That sucks. Oh well.
Yeah, it's okay.
And there's one more card as well missing to make it 40.
Pendulum Call, you have that? Ah, yeah, I added a third unicorn because I kicked the Reddish Horse.
Yep.
So I still needed the same ratio to get to have valid sorcerer targets in the deck. But I needed more high scales in the deck because I kicked eccentric, and yeah. So in the end, I got rid of all the back row removal because I was banking on the magicians to do the job for me, which worked out perfectly. So I think I only won one dice roll, and I played against again Magi Spectre. I don't know if people play that here. I played against Blue Eyes. I played against Burning Abyss. I played against another Burning Abyss. I played against a Herald of Perfection deck, so rituals, and I played last round of Swiss was another Burning Abyss. So
How was the Herald matchup? Because they can just like negate your scales and then you just can't play.
yeah, it was alright because I sided Kaijus. So
Oh yeah, that's true.
There wasn't like game one I lost because he had like 5 fairies in hand,
Yep.
and game 2 and 3 I won because I had kaijus. So that one was like if he it's like because he cannot usually they don't side rivalry of the warlords against you because all your deck is full of spellcasters, so they don't get any value from it. Usually they side this in order to stop you from summoning a kaiju over the herald, but against Pendulum they don't do that, so they can only stop you from kaijuing them with Christia.
Yeah.
So, and he didn't get it on board in both games, so I was pretty lucky.
Nice.
And yeah, Burning Abyss. Pendulum Call helped a lot because it was kind of easy to save your scales and make a combat play next turn, and also to stop the to stop strikes and all that stuff. So it was like the Pendulum Call was like with in the Magician build, like obviously like a good card. And in the end, like I ended up siding only 3 kaijus, double twin twisters, 3 MST, 1 eccentric, 1 Psyblocker. Psyblocker was for the Blue Eyes matchup because you don't know if they're siding anti-spell fragrance, so you don't want to throw in all the anti-spell fragrance back row removal because it's rather useless against all the other stuff that like not Burning Eyes but Blue Eyes sets. So Psyblocker saves this.
So what did you take out of the side for Sideblocker, sorry?
I took out 1 Twin Twister. I took out the Radiant and the Slumbers. Added a third string kaiju. I added the 3 Mystical Space Typhoons from the main deck.
Into the side.
Yeah.
So I guess you just dropped Twister then altogether, right?
No. I dropped the Typhoons and played 3 Snow Rabbits instead.
And 1 Twister.
Because
you already had a Snow Rabbit.
It was 3 String Kaiju, double Maxi, double Twin Twister, 3 Mystical Space Typhoon, 1 Eccentric, 1 Psyblocker, and triple Snow Rapid.
Okay. 3 String Kaiju, yeah?
Yep.
And 2 Maxi. 1 Radiant, 3 String Kaiju, 1 Psyblocker.
No Radiant.
Oh, no Radiant. Okay, cool. Right, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, I've got it now. So this is your finalized list just now, apart from the painful decision.
We need to change some stuff in the extra deck. I dropped the Meteor Burst Dragon and added a Totem Bird.
Totem Bird. Okay, nice. So apart from the painful decision in the main deck, that's pretty much everything you'd play now?
The idea behind Painful Decision was to fix the scales because what I noticed is you need a way to fix your scales in the hand, and Sky Iris won't do the job that often because it gets stopped easily. And the problem is you don't want to run multiple Sky Iris. And after siding, you need also a way to fix. Like you even need this to fix this problem even more because you are siding in stuff that is not like supporting your engine. You just make sure that your opponent cannot floodgate you. So what I wanted to achieve with the Painful Decision and also with the Magician Engine, the Pendulum Call, the Wisdom Eye, is to make sure that I have the right scales at the right time. And what I would do now is actually drop the Dragonfolds Magicians
Completely?
to 1,
Okay.
and drop the Painful Decision and add Summoner's Art. And there is a pretty old Pendulum monster. I think, I don't know, it's a cannon. It's a level 5 monster normal. If you place it in the scale, it's scale 2, and you can destroy one spell trap from your opponent in the end phase.
A level 5 pendulum monster.
Yeah, normal. It's a spellcaster. Darkness. Shoutout cannon or something like this.
Foucault cannon.
Yeah,
Oh, I see.
I would play that one now.
During the end phase, if this card was activated this turn, you can target one face-up spell trap card in the field and destroy it. So
Yeah.
what's the reasoning behind this?
Basically that you can search it with Summoner's Heart as a low scale.
Okay. It's yeah, that's pretty cool. I think that's the only low scale level 5 I see actually. So that makes sense. Yep. Okay, fair enough. Didn't see anything better, just some ignites and stuff, but yeah. Okay, cool. That's everything then. This is what you would take going forward, I suppose, for the near future.
Yeah, that's. I think you need to check. Like I was thinking, like the BA matchup is way easier, because in the Nexa I played like 2 BAs and it was no problem. At the ARG event, it got as like I lost to 2 BAs, to 3 BAs, and 1 against 3 BAs, so it's kind of the same. It's still, there must be something to fix this matchup that you don't lose the back row. Because the Pendulum engine itself is superior to Burning Abyss, of course. So they only win against you if they have
Trap cards.
trap cards. And but there's no real cards that you can use to support this. Like Joshua and I were debating using XYZ Universe after siding, but we didn't think about that Burning Abyss players right now are playing Cull Cup. So, and especially against Pendulum, because if they use anti-spell fragrance, they have to use Cull Cups to make sure that they can keep bouncing your sets to the hand. So XYZ Universe, in theory, would be pretty great, because you can summon either Ultimate Trainer and trample them to death, or this DDD Yuma King that destroys all opponents' spell traps. But yeah, so there must be something to fix this. I'm still trying to find a solution. I think I find a solution to finally have a stable turn 1 deck, so that you don't, because at the RG event on Saturday, I feared every time I had to go first after side decking, and that's not a good feeling, and that indicates that your list is weak.
Yeah. Well, I think that kind of does it. This has been a pretty in-depth discussion about the Pendulum deck going forward, and of course Norman's win at the regional and success at the ARG side as well. What did you get for winning that?
I didn't win it. I got 4th place there.
Oh, okay.
And we had the choice to play the top card or split.
Oh, so you split.
The 1K between the top 8 players. So I got like 125 store credit and the RG mat. So.
Nice. Oh, yeah.
So that was more than actually what I got for winning the regional. I got the mat and the deck box at the regional. I was like asking, okay, is there more? Yeah, man, you get the invite. I was like, wow. Thanks.
Well, that's awesome. So yeah, this has been your Odd Eyes Pendulum in-depth deck profile. So let me know what you guys think down below. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. And thank you to Norman for joining me.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.